All right, I see us there. So yay, we're on Facebook and we're also here on video. So welcome everyone. Welcome, Vera. So excited to have you here.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm so excited to be here. I wanted to let you guys know I created my world famous energy container, rapid core transformation. So everyone on the Zoom call is getting those energies right now. So if you're feeling the energy, that's what's happening.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I love it. So it's been such an exciting week. First, I just have to say that I reached out to Vera. I'm like, do you live in Pennsylvania? Like, we found out that we live like 3 hours from each other, and she actually went to Penn State, which is where I live, where Penn State is. So I just love having somebody that's almost local to me. So that's so I'm excited today. Your energy. I know everybody else's. People, in the transformational protocol group, people are getting crazy results. I'm seeing them already. People are posting. So I just would love to hear what you're hearing from working with our people, what you're seeing, and then we'll dive in. We have an hour together. We're going to get to as many people as we can during this time. So I just love to hear it.
Well, I want to say hi to the Gill family and thank you for that compliment. I've been doing energy facelifts for 10 years and this is the evidence that my stuff works. So thank you for your lovely compliment. In the group, everyone's having a fantastic time already. It's only been active for a few days and people have already had incredible shifts. This morning I learned that one person in the group needed to change their airline tickets and that's a really expensive fee. They used the tools. It only took them 5 seconds to use the tools. Didn't have to pay anything. Had a lovely experience with an airline. How cool is that?
Yeah, that never happens. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. And so we are getting lots of comments here about how young you look. I just have to say, she showed me her license. Her age is verified. So we know that you are legit. So yeah, so maybe your next package can be energetic facelift.
Yeah. And then I'll reveal my age to everyone.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So I know you're going to talk about those 10 magical words in your process and all that good stuff. So let's dive into that.
Awesome. So there's 3 magic phrases. The first one is the clearing tool. Let's clear that. So basically you state what you don't want and then you say, let's clear that. And it'll get rid of all the energy. Everything's been programmed into it to do all the stuff that it needs to do by pure source energy. So all you really have to do is say the phrase to activate it and source is going to do thousands and thousands of different things on your system. The second one, let's have that. That's the manifestation tool. So you state what you desire and say, let's manifest that. And the way that works is it's programmed to bring out that manifestation energy out of you. And it's programmed to do so many things. So you don't have to sit and concentrate and meditate and visualize for hours and hours a day because that tool puts that on autopilot. If it's a possible thing to happen in the universe, it's going to happen. And then the third phrase, reality reset, thank you, that's the one that reboots the universe to the new upgrades that you just put in place. And it's a really cool tool because it's also programmed so that when you go through these major quantum shifts, your family doesn't go, wait, who are you? And kind of test your buttons and try to pull you back to your old reality. It gets everyone on board with the new you. Oh, hi, Nina. Yes, actually, track 2 does have energetic facelift energy. And I've encouraged the group to take pictures of themselves before listening to the track and after the track. So we're going to have some really cool results in the Facebook group. So thank you for asking.
That's so cool. That's fun. Awesome. All right. So who's ready to dive in? So Vera, here's another question. Do we need to listen to the module every day to be able to have the facelift benefits too?
Yeah, you can do that. I designed the tracks so you really only have to listen to them once to get the clearing energy, but then I noticed people just love being in the energy so much, the positive vibes from the track, so they do listen to them on repeat. So yeah, you can do that with track too. That's fine.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so I have a ton of comments here, tons of questions, as well as people with their hands raised. So do you work with both written in and live callers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the written in, do you need anything in particular? Just name and comment or anything else?
Yeah. Name and comment's good.
Okay, great. All right, so we have Anita. Let's take her first written in comment. She's asking, can Vera check if I have a block to attracting more abundance?
Okay. What I'm getting is the block is called I can't have. So anywhere you decided you can't have that, can't have money, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the cultural ingraining that caused you to think you can't have what you want, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. And just so you guys know, I'm doing these clearings, everyone is getting the energy. So you're all getting taken care of. So anywhere you decided you can't have what you want, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anytime you ask the universe for something and your prayers went unanswered, all the negative energy caught up in that, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that's afraid of having what you want and what it means, and anywhere you're unwilling to be that powerful, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for your manifestation muscle to build with ease? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to shift your money story with ease? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All right, who's next?
I'm muted. Okay, so let's take a live caller. For those of you that have been here before, you know how we work. If you haven't been here, I will bring you over so you'll be on video, which we would love to see you. But I also understand some people don't want to be on video. So if you are not able to be on video or you don't want to be on video, you can turn that off. But we would love to see you. So our first person that I'm going to bring over is Catherine. So Catherine, you're coming over. All right, Catherine, I see you, but I don't have a volume or a video. Can you try to talk, Catherine, so we can see if we can hear you? All right, for some reason that is not working. So Catherine, if you want to type in your comment, I will read it there. In the meantime, let's bring over our next caller, which is Lise, L-I-S. So you're coming over. Or Liz, I'm not sure how you say it. All right, hello, is it Liz or Lise?
Liz.
Liz, or Liz. Hi, Liz, welcome.
Hi, thanks for taking me. I'm loving this. I'm hoping this is going to work. I would love some help with retrieving my passion. I feel like it got lost a lot with a lot of trauma and grief and shame and pain, and love to have it back, and finances in conjunction with that would be good too.
Okay, so what would it take for everything you do to be profitable? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the confusion from other teachers, mentors, business advice, etc., that created confusion because you didn't know how to do it their way because you were wired differently. Everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that needs inner healing for your child, inner child healing, let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. The heartache and heartbreak, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere your energy is locked up in any past, present, or future events, and anywhere you can't be fully you in the present moment, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to release with ease? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything blocking your great ideas, your brilliant ideas that you get to share with the world, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear of how you will be received by others if you go for it, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to be irresistible? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to stay in a high vibration state all times of the day? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you gave your power away or influence to anyone else that doesn't let you be a sovereign being, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, anything else coming up that wants to leave, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to manifest all your heart's desires and for it to be easy and joyous and better than expected? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Oh my gosh, Liz, you have such a beautiful energy. Like, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That touches me.
You're so welcome. And you can continue using the tools because you have an idea of what you need to clear, I can tell. So you can work on yourself. You can give yourself a session. You have access to these tools now. So
Okay.
let's clear that. Let's have that. And reality reset, thank you. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. You're so
Thank
welcome.
you, Gretchen, too.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So I see a comment from Catherine, who we tried to get over here. She's asking, will you check to see if I have curses to manifesting prosperity or other blocks I don't know of? Thanks in advance.
Okay. Everywhere there's any curses or anything like that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What I'm getting is the I don't want to be here block. So everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere it's difficult to be on the planet, it's harsh, it's gross, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Why would I want to bother manifesting if I don't even want to be on this planet because everyone sucks? Everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you don't feel safe, right, and good, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the negative things that have happened to you that made you conclude that life sucks, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're using the past to create the future instead of creating a completely new reality, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything else coming up for you, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any depression energy, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the trapped emotions locked and blocked in your body and your tissues and your DNA, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that is unwilling to bring in your heart's desires, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear that if you manifest what you desire, it'll get taken away or it won't last or it'll be temporary, everything that is and all those fears, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay. Anything else that needs to go, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your question, and you can use the tools to keep working. We did a little bit of work, but there's a lot of work to do. In the program, track 1 would help you a lot if you're interested. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right. So for those of you that are looking that haven't jumped in yet on Vera's offer, it's orderjoynow.com/Vera19. Again, it's orderjoynow.com/Vera19. And this offer will close out tomorrow, Saturday. So if you're interested, now is the time to join. So I just wanted to pass that information along as well. So, so let me see here. So, oh, there's another Catherine, the one that actually was trying to come over. So we have two Catherines. The one that was actually trying to come over said she would like to clear her addiction to sugar.
Okay. Everything causing The addiction to sugar, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any disparaging energy, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the judgments others sent your way that got crammed in your body and everywhere you need a coping mechanism to deal with all the energy that's stuck in your body, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the secret benefits sugar gives you, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're unwilling to listen to your body and the nutrition it's asking for on any level, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take to have a clear channel with your body to know what food it wants? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're letting your personal preferences take precedence over what your body needs, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear that something bad will happen if you don't eat sugar, including you won't be able to manage your day, you won't be able to get through the day, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any negative cumulative effects of sugar overload, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that just loves it so much, it's just so good and you can't imagine anything else tasting better than sugar, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for when you eat the right foods for your body for it to taste wonderful and blissful? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, we'll let that energy go for a little bit. Next question, please.
All righty, so let's bring over our next caller, which is Cheryl. I'm bringing you over now. So, maybe. There she is. All right, hi Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Guys. Hi, how are you?
Good, you?
All right, so I'm doing great. I really am. I'm actually at work. This is really funny, but I'm on a little break, so I'm so glad I get to connect with you. Thank you. So anything really, I've been doing a lot of work on this. Anything that you can still sense or feel or see that needs to be cleared in terms of my unlocking my gifts and really opening up and coming out as a coach this year, as well as any financial blocks.
Okay. So I can tell from your energy that you're a really good action taker. So congratulations on doing that. So you're over that hurdle. Okay, so anything in the way of your financial independence, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any hidden, I'm not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, etc. Let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any self-worth issues, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you, because everyone needs that. Okay, anywhere there's any limits based on what your parents told you what was possible, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere your reality is programmed based on what's possible for them and not what's possible for you, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have infinite possibilities and everywhere, let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything blocking you from having infinite possibilities, including overwhelm, it's too much, how am I going to choose, what if I make the wrong choice, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for any choice you make to make you money somehow? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear of making mistakes, any fear of failure, making the wrong costly choice, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you've had friends or associates that have gone for it and failed or haven't been able to get their business off the ground, and anywhere you're afraid that's going to happen to you, and anywhere you're creating based on that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for the rules to not apply to you? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Hi.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, all the rules, regulations that you have ever been taught that are limiting, that aren't even true, including mass consciousness, matrix energies, everything that is, Let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. What would it take for you to have the strong connection to God, source, universe that you deserve? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow you to have that super strong channel 24/7, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. Anything that blocks you from grounding, centering, etc. with ease, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. What would it take for all your chakras to be aligned now? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. All that heavy energy in the hip area that wants to leave, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. You're like, yes, yes. Okay, anything
you know
else?
It, girlfriend.
All the other heavy energy that wants to leave, including energy that's not even yours, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. What does it take for you to meet and exceed all your heart's desires in the best way possible? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. Oh, Cheryl, congratulations. You shifted a lot of energy in just a couple of minutes. So, I don't know. Do you feel it?
I feel it.
Awesome.
Yes, I do. I feel very light and airy and super happy. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Keep us posted how you're doing.
Okay, I sure will. Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Awesome. I love that. We have so many comments. Let me go over to Facebook here because we got our Facebook people here as well. And so I want to say hello to everybody in Facebook land. And so I have a comment here from Dawn, hi, from Fort Lauderdale. Sandia saying, hey, hi, Gretchen, could you ask Vera to clear anything holding me back from making my business?
Yes, and you can do that as well. And the really cool thing about these tools that I'm giving you for free is they're programmed to be just as effective as if I'm doing the clearing, because it's really important for you to be empowered. So you can do it too. So you can work on yourself just as effectively as I work on you. So that's a really cool thing. So everything you wanted cleared, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you.
Awesome. So that's what's really important. Like people, they can work with you and they can go deeper into these tools, and then they can take them and then they can use them on their own and learn how to use them on their own, right?
Yeah, because it's not fun for me if you're dependent on me to have your dream life. You know, that's not fun for me.
Yeah,
And
totally understand that.
And I saw another question on here. If someone wanted to know if you can use easy button healing for house clearing. Yes, you can. An example of how to do that would be any negative energy in my home. Let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. That's easy.
Nice. Nice. All right, cool. So you can literally use this for everything. And then you have the MP3s in your package to support it, and they're specific and all of that. So it's all what kind of like works together to really help in so many areas. When I look at that list of MP3s, it's like it covers everything.
Yeah,
so that's super cool. Super cool.
There's over 1,500 clearing statements in all of the MP3s.
Oh, wow.
So if you're not sure where to start, hop on an MP3, and the feedback I've been getting is, oh my gosh, she had everything spot on.
Wow.
And everyone's having such a good time getting all this junk out of the way.
That's so cool. And you're so much fun too, along with it. So that's super cool. and even in the Facebook group with people that are working through the package, and you're there, and just make it so much fun and light, which is super fun. So thank you for sharing your energy with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. And so I just want to announce the link again, orderjoynow.com/Vera19. You guys can check it out. And like I said, the offer is going away after tomorrow. So this is your last 24 hours and some to jump in if you want to jump in. So, okay, let's bring over our next caller, who is, I see a Karen. I'm going to bring you over, Karen. Righty, you should be here now. And I don't see a microphone, so can you check and make sure your audio is working, Karen? There you are. There's your video. Check your mic, Karen. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Is your microphone hooked up? Oh, we still can't hear you. Can you type in your comment instead and I'll read it? Because we can't hear you, honey. So just type it in and I'll find you. All right. So while she's typing that in, let's bring over David. All right. So you should be over here any second, David. There you are. Hello, David. Oh, we can't hear you. Oh, can't hear you either. We can't hear you, David. Can you type in your comment too, David, and I'll read it off. Thank you. All right, so let's see. So before I bring somebody else over and find these comments. All right, I don't see them yet. So if David, if you can write in your comment, and who was the other woman? I can't remember. Catherine. Catherine, no. All right, so let's bring over another caller. Marianne, you're next in line. Hopefully the mic works. Everybody can hear me okay, right? All right, good. All right, Marianne. I see you over here. Wow, these aren't working today. Isn't that interesting?
It's probably all the energy coming through.
Yeah, Marianne, hi, I see you, but I don't see your mic working. I can't hear you, Marianne. There's your mic. Can you talk now?
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I have been just loving these MP3s. They are just so awesome. Tomorrow I'll be on number 4. I've been trying to do them in order. The note I sent in was in regard to a severe skin problem that I have. I was born with a condition called ichthyosis, which is very severe, and it's getting worse as I age, and I was hoping there would be something you could do to help me with that.
Okay, so let's look at the emotional root. All the cluelessness, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere there have been idiot doctors, all that energy, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything preventing you from having a healing miracle, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Oh, I love your smile, by the way. You're just so lovely.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, all the degenerate energy in the body, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for your body to regenerate faster than it can degenerate? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the dis-ease energy trapped in the body, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any toxic emotions, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any predisposition to genetic things based on lineage, anywhere that has to be true, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any negative experiences with mother that got stuck in the system, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to get the love you need at any moment of your lifetime? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for God, source, universe to time travel and fill you up with love in every nanosecond of your whole existence? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, everything else at that root and anywhere it doesn't want to go and any stubborn blocks keeping it there, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, any heaviness coming up, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Now, have you had a chance to listen to the Nothing Works For Me block yet? That track yet?
Yes, it was wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I love that. And the other ones I've listened to, the first 3, and I've just had all kinds of awesome, wonderful experiences with all of it. And you are just so right on. It's like, oh my gosh, how did she know what I was thinking when I'm listening to those? It's
Okay.
just great.
Awesome.
So what would it take for you to receive divine healing 24/7 at full force on autopilot? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for your divine healing to automatically up level on autopilot? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, that feels good, doesn't it?
Because it just feels awesome. I just decided when I first heard you that very first day and I bought that package, you're my tribe.
Aw.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much. Keep us updated.
Yes,
I
please.
know.
Let us know how you do, Marianne.
Jen, you're my tribe too, and Aram, I've just been loving every minute of this. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for joining. We love having you here, and keep us posted, okay?
I will.
Awesome. Thanks. All right. Awesome. Oh, I love that. I love when you find your tribe. Good stuff. All right. So, let me see here. I saw Karen on Facebook and I asked her to type in. She apparently got kicked out. So Karen, if you are hearing this, can you please type in on Facebook and I will read your comment there. And in the meantime, let's bring over Veronica is next in line. So you are coming over. Oh, there you are. Okay, let's see. I don't see your mic. No mic. See if you can get that fixed quick. These mics are just not working today. Oh, there's your mic. Let me unmute you. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
we can hear you.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm so excited and I was doing the clearings to be picked.
Oh, I love that. Instant results, instant evidence. Yeah. That's the best.
I'm so excited. I'm asking, so I have a lot of debt and it like gives me anxiety and like the IRS, like I'm single and I have to pay every year. And I'm like now having those anxiety issues of like, how much am I going to pay this year? Am I going to be able to do it because of all the debt that I have? And I'm thinking like how, like just trying to find that way to get out of that and to like stop those, whatever's making me spend all that money that I don't have. And also trying to find a credit card that will consolidate and that will give me like a low rate. So right now it's that. And then also trying to do self-love and finding love.
Okay, those are awesome topics. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, so everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take to have more than enough self-love, self-respect, self-worth, self-deserving? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere your mother's energy is in your head 24/7 talking to you negatively or any other family member or loved one, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you learned negative self-talk and any habits associated with that, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere debt is bad, debt is wrong, debt means you're a failure, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're constantly beating yourself up over and over and over again, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you can't love yourself or have the life you want until the debt is gone, and everywhere you're using debt to keep you in prison, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any lifetimes of imprisonment and all the charges associated with that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have a neutral opinion about debt and to not let it trigger you? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you made your debt bigger than you, stronger than you, even though you're an infinite creator being, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to know that you are infinite and the debt isn't? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you can't help yourself and you keep thinking about the debt, energizing the debts, putting more energy into the debts, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any momentum in the timeline that is working against you, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to shift your trajectory now into a more prosperous future? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any inner children that didn't get enough love, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to be completely healed and whole? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the times the inner child inside of you just wanted to cry, everything that is, everything connected with that, including everyone, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the anger at God, source, universe, or any authority figure for not protecting you, for not keeping you safe, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the places you wanted to scream at God, source, universe because you felt so let down, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to know that God, source, universe loves you unconditionally and to have proof and evidence of that every day? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything that you see as evidence that this isn't working, you're not making any progress, any evidence you're creating to keep yourself down, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the heaviness, everything that is, all the overwhelm, all the stuff that's coming up, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, all the other stuff that wants to leave, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere there's any conditions that need to be met before you can be happy, before you can be free, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have the freedom you desire now? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the heavy energy that got passed down through the lineage, especially on the father's side, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the struggle and hardship, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything that causes you to backtrack and go down into a lower vibration, anything that knocks you out of a high vibration, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to be easy to stay in a positive, optimal state? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you question if you actually deserve a miracle because of all the negative talk you experienced growing up, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere, any of that energy, anywhere you took it personally or used it to create your identity, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take to go back in time and send love and healing to you as a child? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, so we're moving a lot of heavy energies. It's totally natural to have an emotional response because a lot of stuff is coming up that has been trapped for a long time. You did a fantastic job. We got a big gunk of stuff out in just a few minutes. So you can work on the tools. You can use the tools to keep working on yourself. Anytime something pops up, just zap it in the tool in the moment because now you're a powerful person. So
thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was able to feel it a lot in my stomach, but I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for joining, Veronica. Keep us posted, okay?
I will. Thank you so much. And I'll be buying the package. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Awesome. Awesome. Great energy. Very cool. All right. So I see Karen here, who we were trying to get on and couldn't hear her mic. She commented on Facebook and she said, thank you. I need help with money blocks. I've been trying to manifest for years.
Okay, all the directionless energy, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the confusion on how to manifest, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're ever taught false ways to manifest that don't actually work, and anywhere you're still trying to make that happen, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any parts of you that are holding you back to protect you because of any misunderstandings, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to be able to use easy button healing with ease and to get instant results? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere manifesting has to be hard and complicated and you have to put all this energy and work into it, everything that is and all those old paradigms, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any past life karma coming up, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any lifetimes where there was money abuse and you abused money or money was abused on you, everything that is that prevents you from wanting money, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere the energy of money makes anything in your energy weak on any level, known or unknown, conscious or unconscious, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that is afraid to define what you want to the universe, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're being pulled in different directions because you have multiple things that you're interested in, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to receive guidance on which direction to go in? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear of moving forward, fear of failure, fear of success, anything that keeps you stuck, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, anything else coming up? Let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, and for you, I also recommend listening to track 1 in the program if you're interested, because that's going to help with that as well. A bunch of stuff that's coming in. Okay, thank you. Next question.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so our next caller is, caller, I was going to say Paula, and I said Kala. Our next caller is Paula. I'm bringing you over. All right, Paula, I don't see a mic for you. So I'm not sure how, I see your video, but not a mic. So we can't hear you. Maybe unplug your earbuds and plug them back in or something. No? Nope, we must have, so her video's off. Nope, still no sound, Paula. Can you type in your question or did you type it in? I can find it. All right, so that's not working. So Paula, if you can type in your question, I will read it. All right, let's try. I have never had this many issues with problems. Oh my. Okay, so our next caller is Ruth Jean. I'm going to bring you over and hopefully your mic works. All right, there's Ruth Jean, and I don't see a mic. I see your video, honey, but I don't see a mic. Can you look and see if your mic's turned on? We can't hear you. Oh, Ruth Jean, I can't hear you. Oh, I know you wrote in, so let me read your comment, okay? All right, so let me find her comment. Through all of these comments, we have so many. And just so you know, we broke a record here for our video calls today as well. So
funny, I set a record. It only took me 3 seconds to use the tool to manifest that.
Yeah, how about that? Okay, let me find Ruth Jean's comment here. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Let me do some clearings real quick.
Go
Thank you,
ahead, go
Doreen,
ahead.
for typing that in. Any collective Mercury retrograde energy that's popping up for everyone, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you don't feel heard or listened to or valued, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. And for Ruth Jean, anywhere someone has to do it for you in order to get the miracle, anywhere you're not powerful enough to get it for yourself, to manifest it for yourself, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, that feels a little better.
I forgot about Mercury retrograde. I'm Mercury.
You guys, you gotta clear that Mercury retrograde energy before you come on the call.
All right, Ruth Jean says, I played the Dream Track 11 and feel dizzy when I woke up. Please help me in my balance. Thank you so much.
Could you repeat that, please?
She played the Dream Track 11 and felt dizzy when she woke up. Can you help her in her balance?
Okay, everywhere your energy feels out of whack, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to stay grounded and connected? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for your body to be able to process this energy in the perfect way possible for you? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything else at the root of that? And any part of you that believes you can't handle this much energy and these much shifts in this short amount of time, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Yeah, because we do move a lot of energy in the tracks. I know some people have been very excited and decided to listen to them all in like 3 days. So, be sure to check in with your body and pace yourself. Okay. I hope that answers your question. If you have any other ones, reach out to the Facebook group, okay? Thank you, Ruth Jean.
Awesome. All right, so I have Karen here, and she says, this is actually the Karen that's mic wasn't working. So many Karens and Catherines. All right, so Karen says, can you tell me, can Vera, I want to retire. I've been working for 40 years as a visiting nurse and the last 20 in hospice care. I've asked my brother for money to help with that and the amount that I need. He's rather wealthy and almost helped, but didn't come through. I've always tried to help others and help this planet heal and would love more time in retirement to just be relaxed and be creative over these next 20 years.
Okay, so everything that it is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you decided the money had to come from family and you don't know how to get it any other ways, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're good at giving but your receiving is blocked, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for everything you ever gave to come back to you tenfold, 1,000-fold, infinite-fold, as high as you can receive? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for all the seeds of goodwill you planted to come back to you? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any misunderstandings of giving that made you give to others before taking care of yourself, including any negative overgiving patterns and all the negative cumulative effects of that, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you have to be a good person and all the negative things and limiting things a good person is, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, anywhere God didn't take care of me, I took care of God, but he didn't follow through, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to forgive God? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the times you gave in a way where the other person squandered the gift or wasted the gift, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have strong discernment to know what's worthy to give your gifts to? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. And just so you know, in the program, there's a track called Get Paid to Give. It's going to go a lot deeper into the stuff that's coming up. So if you have the program, I recommend you listen to that one. Thank you for your question.
Awesome. Thank you. Again, I'm going to give out the link for Vera. It's orderjoynow.com/Vera19. Again, it's orderjoynow.com/Vera19. And if you missed it, the offer will close out after tomorrow, Saturday. So if you want in, now's the time. All right. So I have a comment here from Steve. And he says, "Hi, Vera. I'm an actor in New York City. I have done a gazillion low-budget films and even won an acting award. But there seems to be a glass ceiling in regard to moving into a major acting career."
Okay. Any invisibility? Let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. What would it take for you to be in your power centers? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset. Thank you. Any part of you that is unwilling to expand your energy and be the dominant energy in the room, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that logically knows you're the best, but any blocks that prevent you from realizing how awesome you are, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to easily surpass all your favorite acting idols? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for success to come to you naturally? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything that's blocking opportunities from coming in, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any past life karma coming up, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, anywhere, all the negative opinions people have about acting and acting profession and anywhere that got stuck in your field, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that is influenced by the negative parts of others, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the cords and attachments from all your lifetimes that aren't serving you, everything that keeps that in place, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you ever let someone else define you versus you being you, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to be successful no matter what? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have success as soon as possible? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for your success to happen on autopilot and constantly up level, and for your success to supersede any other limiting belief you could ever imagine or not imagine? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. And I'm reading Ruth Jean's comment. She used the clearings to be in the video. Yes, you did. You're a powerful manifester.
I love that. I love that you guys are doing that. And Ruth Jean, it will be on replay because I know you got kicked out and couldn't hear the whole thing from Vera, but you can hear it on the replay. That will be posted later today on the replay page, so you can catch it there. And here's Paula, who was also kicked out. So she wanted to clear her blocks on, clear my block on spiritual gifts and sharing my light.
Okay. Okay, anywhere you care about God's opinion in a negative way, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear of sharing your gifts that you'll be depleted, drained, energy vampires, toxic people will plug into you and suck you dry. All those fears, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere that stuff did happen to you, so you thought it's the way it is, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anything preventing you from having really strong energetic boundaries, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere it's hard to say no to people, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're not willing to be the dominant energy and the master, the expert, anything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, all the meek energy and all the victimhood from any lifetime, all the martyr stuff from any lifetime, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any lineage junk that wants to leave, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to reclaim your spiritual royalty? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, all the confusion from lower vibrations, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any part of you that is plugged into lower vibrations and dimensions instead of the higher fun ones, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, all the other stuff coming up, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. All the old paradigms from trillions of years ago that are still operating in your system and creating blocks and chaos and havoc, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have a full, straight, direct connection to God's source universe that is invincible? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Any fear of interference, fear of tricksters and negative entities and all those other fears, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Anywhere you're stuck in a war of good versus evil in any lifetime, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, all the other stuff you need, everything else you wanted to get out of today, anything in the way of you getting it, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. And there's a lot of stuff we can clear, but we only have a few minutes, so that should get you started, and you can work on yourself using these tools. And you can also, if you wanted to use them on your loved ones, you can do that as well. And for everyone that had comments on the Zoom or the Facebook, all those blocks that you were hoping to get taken care of today, everything that is, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for all those blocks to be cleared with ease? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. What would it take for you to have evidence that those blocks have been cleared? Let's have that. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's clear that. Reality reset, thank you. Okay, energy, it's going to move for as long as it needs to. You don't need to repeat the phrases over and over and over and over again, because this energy modality, it works on autopilot. So it's going to run as long as it needs to run. So just be kind to yourself, because we moved a lot of energy for everyone. And remember, if your direct issue wasn't addressed, you have the tools to clear that issue yourself. You don't have to be specific, because God's source universe is smart. It's going to know what is at the root of the issue. So you're totally taken care of. So I just want to thank everyone. We did a fantastic job. I hope you all had a lot of fun.
I know I did. It was great seeing you on video. This was super fun. And thank you everybody for attending. If you want to take a look at Vera's offer, if you haven't jumped in yet, it's orderjoynow.com/Vera19. So you can take a look at that. And like I said, I know that the group that I'm in, the protocol group, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of people. It's a very community-like group. So I love watching all of your shares and your growth as you guys work through this package. So I think that's it, Vera, unless there's anything else you want to say.
I think we're good. We're just going to let the energy let us be blissed out for a little bit.
All right, I'll take it. So thank you, Vera, for giving your time today. I really appreciate it. It was great having you here. And thanks everyone for joining, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.
Bye.